What's up, everybody? Sean and Mclean with the Daily Minutes. We're just gonna come to you tonight. We got a little fireside chat, although the fire's not quite cool enough for the fire to get going. So, what you think? You think we should build a fire?
Yeah, actually, it's a little chilly outside to me.
It ain't that chilly.
It's not that cold yet. No. Plus it like smokes the whole house up. So we're not going to do the actual fire, but we're going to do a fireside chat tonight. But anyway, so hope you guys had an awesome Sunday today. But Sean and I are just going to come to you tonight and talk to you a little bit about the Mclean Daily Minutes, and that is going to be about...
We're going to talk a little bit about adversity tonight, guys.
Adversity. Ooh.
Adversity. Whoa, come on, somebody. I'm just going to read you a quick quote from John Wooten. I mean, this guy, you go find your favorite quote that Wooten had, and this guy is just genius. But this one just really reaches out to me, so I'm just going to read it to you real quick. It says, "Adversity is the state in which man most easily becomes acquainted with himself." That's me, I can tell you that. And then he goes on to say, "being especially free of admirers then." So I'm going to read that again. Adversity is the state in which man most easily becomes acquainted with himself. And guys, I've experienced that my entire life, whether it be in the middle of an irrigation job and it's 110 degrees in the middle of the summer and I'm dying, our whole crew's dying, and we're in the face of adversity trying to get something done against a deadline. That's when you find out, who am I? Am I going to stick it out? I can't even tell you how many 20, 22-hour nights or days that we've worked in our 18-year career doing landscape and irrigation.
I can't tell you how many times I'm sweating, and I've told y'all before, I do not like to sweat, and I don't like to sweat dirty. So how many times I've been sweating and dirty, and I'm like, why are we doing this again?
Or our kids, or how many times that we picked the kids up from school, they came to the job with us, we grabbed a pizza at 9:30 at night, and then they woke up in their bed, and they didn't get into bed till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and they wake up there an hour later getting ready for school, and they don't know how they got it. So, hey, you guys stay, we're going to work through this. We're going to try to keep this as quick as we can, but we're going to share a little bit of our story with you tonight. Hopefully it'll reach out and it'll touch some of you people. And
if our connection gets weak, guys, just bear with us.
We're in the country.
We're in the country, and it's super important. We just wanted to come to you tonight and just give you a little bit of our story, a little bit of our background. Some of you don't know it. Some of you do know it. But it's just important. I think everybody has a story, and everybody's story is awesome. Like your love story.
Come on, there you go. So we're going to jump right in here to adversity, going back to the John Wooden quote. So I just want to bring a couple things up, guys. How many of you would agree with me? Let's try to find some common ground real quick.
All right.
How many of you would agree with me that adversity comes when you're least likely expecting it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Would you agree with that? And hey, this is a two-way street. We ain't just sitting up here preaching, so we want you to talk to us.
It's a fireside chat.
Look, right down there on there, it's a fireside chat. Donnie Chapman, my brother, thank you for commenting. So, Shane Davison, that's my people right there.
So let's have a chat.
So, how many of you would agree that adversity comes when you're not expecting it? It's the least likely time that you're expecting it. And how many would agree with this? No one is immune from adversity. True?
No, true.
All right, so if you guys agree with that, drop me a 1 in the comment. Just let me know that at least so far we're on the same page.
And we're not alone.
Yeah, let me know that we're not. Wait a minute. Hey, if ain't nobody dropping no 1s, then we're going to do some for real self-evaluation around here.
We need to do some
you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Maybe. So far, I'm thinking we might be the only ones with adversity.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So. Maybe
but hey, you know what? I can deal because that builds my character. That builds my strength up as a person. And that's when I found out who I am.
Okay, we're getting
Truly.
some ones
That's
now.
where. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you. We love it. All right, go ahead. So I'm gonna let Kay. I don't want to do all the talking because y'all know we'll be here all week.
Well, we just want to tell you a little bit about our story. 2001. This is going way back. 2001. Sean went on his first mission trip, and he went to Honduras. And we had small children at the time, and jobs and things like that. So I stayed home. And then he went on another one and fell in love with Honduras. So he asked me and kept saying, oh, I want to move, I want to move, I want to move. And I said, absolutely not. Never happening. Not interested. Had even done like some spiritual tests at church and stuff, and like missions was on the bottom. I was a 0.
Now you go all the way back.
Yeah, like all the way back.
Dang,
okay.
Maybe I should have started.
So anyway, about 2009-ish, God actually put into my heart that I was ready to go. So I told Sean, let's go to Honduras. He was like, what? Don't tell me that, because if you're serious,
I'm packing bags right, and I'd walk in there and pack them right now if everything was right.
So
we'll get there.
So we I was serious. I was ready. So that was in the beginning of the year. We went on our first time ever in February of 2010.
Yep.
Then we moved to Honduras in July of 2010, and everybody thought we were crazy.
So let's flash forward. We were there a little shy of 2 years.
Right.
We found, this is crazy, we found ourselves, I believe, in Honduras.
Yes.
And I believe I can speak for my kids as well. And I know it's saying we're having some weak signal, guys, so just bear with us, and maybe that thing will clear up and get a little bit better. So hopefully you guys can hear this good. So, long story short, we sold everything to our name. We had no intentions in coming back to America. We were going to live in Honduras.
We did have a blue minivan.
We did have a blue minivan that we kept parked out back.
We still have our blue minivan.
We'll never get rid of that blue minivan. So, point is, with the organization that we was with, it didn't work out. We ended up coming back home, and January of this coming up, 2017 January, will make 5 years we've been back home. All right, now this is where the story gets real interesting. What's up, Val? So tell me, other than the blue minivan, what did we come home with?
A dog.
Oh yeah, we brought our dog. She went to Honduras with us, our beautiful Basset Hound.
And 10 suitcases.
All right. So what did we come home to? Nothing. All right. Let me let you guys in on a secret in case you didn't notice about me. I'm not that dude that's going to go and live in somebody else's house. You could come to my house, but I'm just not going to come to yours and live permanently, okay? We came back home. We didn't have a house. We didn't have jobs. We didn't have anything. And we were living in the in-laws.
Which, thank God for that.
Oh, thank God we had somewhere to go.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So we were there for 5 months while we tried to figure out what we were going to do. Were we going back into the landscaping business, into the lawn maintenance, into the irrigation? Were we going back into real estate? What were we going to actually do? So this is my point, guys. We came back with 0, other than that old blue minivan.
Right.
Nada, nilch, nothing. We had 0. Now, I remember we had a 3-hour discussion at the in-laws' house one night.
We are champions.
Something like it went something like that right there. You know, if any of y'all can relate to that, just give me a high. Say, I got you, dog. I can relate. So we had this conversation, but this is the takeaway right here. My mother-in-law specifically said that she thought it was the end of the world. Like,
we did have kids too, Donnie. Absolutely.
Yeah, we had 3 kids. Thank you,
kids.
Donnie. 3 kids with us, and she literally was like, "What are you going to do?" It was like it was the worst thing in the world. But to Kim and I, we just found ourselves in Honduras, and we saw the world as a blank slate to go achieve anything we wanted to do. We just had to figure out what it was that we wanted to do, right?
Right.
So we picked up. I went to work for a friend of mine that was, you could call it competition if you want. We didn't never look at it that way, but he was in the landscaping business.
I got you.
And there we go. I got you, doll. Thank, fist bump, boom. And so I went to work. Yeah, Cassandra, thank you. So I went to work with my buddy. Started my business back up slowly, and we started doing that. Kim went back into real estate, but mind you, we're talking 1.5 years after we had been back. The organization that we were with never even announced to the congregation that we had came back. 1.5 years, 2 years after we were back, we were running into people that had no clue that we were here. So it's not like we just jumped back into business and started with clients that we had for 15 years previous. We started 0. All right? So we know adversity is going to come at us every time we're not looking for it. Adversity is going to come to all of us. The question is, are you going to figure out who you are in the middle of the adversity? And are you going to take it one step further? Now, let me just throw it out here about my kids real quick. If you know anybody who's ever been on a mission trip, and they go for 7 or 8 days, when they come back, they have a debrief. And usually 2 or 3 debriefs, because it's hard for kids to relate what they see in third world countries back to their friends and everybody. My kids come back home, never had a debrief. Mind you, they lived there almost 2 years. Day in and day out in a third world country, living like... All right, we weren't living quite like they were, but we were in a 20 by 20 block house with a window unit AC that you could only use a couple hours a night because
it was awesome.
You couldn't afford it. Okay, 20 by 20 with the one corner inset to make steps up to the house. Right. So it was really less than 400 square feet. So anyhow, point is, my oldest comes back to school in the middle of 8th grade. Right?
I don't know. She tells the story better, but...
Yeah, she comes... I believe it's the middle of 8th grade. It was the December of her 8th grade. And the school system would not acknowledge her 7th grade or 8th grade that we had done for the virtual school while we were out of state. They didn't acknowledge any of that. So let me show you how adjusted this kid is. In the last semester of 8th grade, she makes up 2 years worth of school.
A year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
Same difference.
A lot.
Year and a half.
A lot.
While she was doing that particular semester at the same time is what I was getting at.
Right.
So, makes that up. If you know our kids, guys, we could go on and on with these stories. If you know our kids, you know how awesome they are. Throw me a 2 in the comment. Come on. And I'm looking for some 2s, you know what I'm talking about?
And let me just say this. We don't bring our kids with us a lot on these trips and stuff that we've been going on and our weekend warrior trips. But honestly, the main reason is because of space in the vehicle, because our kids would go with us everywhere and we want them to go with us.
Well, they always have our entire lives. We never
right.
had babysitters. They went to work with us our entire lives.
So anybody that knows our kids knows that they are awesome. And if you don't know that they're awesome, and you must not know them, so you need to get to know them. But if you know that our kids are awesome, then drop a 2, because we think that we have some pretty daggum amazing kids.
Awesome.
So we want to see some 2s in those comments.
I like Red Smith throws it up there different. You got to be different, my brother. That's what I'm talking about. Think outside the box. All right, guys, so back to adversity. You know, John Wooten's talking about in the face of adversity is when we really realize who we are, right?
And you're not going to have any fans.
And you push out all the admirers. Like in the face of adversity, you're not thinking about who's looking in on you. You're just thinking about, can you push through the adversity, right?
Well, and you're making decisions that some people are not going to like and some people aren't going to understand. And so in that, you're not a big popular person.
Yeah, you're usually not going to be. And it depends on the situation. It depends on what's going on. And most of you, you know, you don't hear us tell these crazy stories, and you don't hear us complain. And we don't put that kind of drama out on the Facebook world. We don't put that kind of drama out in our personal lives with our friends. So
well, we try not even talk about it. I mean, we try
to stay positive.
Yeah, we try to stay positive. Because, I mean, there are things that we could sit here and be dramatic about. And we could be, it wouldn't even have to be dramatic. It could just be normal, we could normally just talk about stuff that's frustrating.
There's been some things happen over the last 12 months that would shake every family to the core, and I'll just leave it as that. And so the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay in that spot, or are you going to move on and look for better? So we've continued to move on and look for better, and I believe this, that if you put better out, better will come back.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in the last 12 months in our lives. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
So what did we do for the 4 years to lead up to this last year? Well, we buckled down. When everybody else is going out to eat, did we go out to eat, son?
He's shaking his head.
They think Steak and Shake is a fine restaurant. Come on, somebody.
They're like, woohoo, Steak and Shake.
Ain't nothing wrong with that triple with cheese.
$3.99.
But they thinking Steak and Shake is something else. So when I talk about buckle down, like we didn't do nothing extra. Like we buckled down, we focused on our family, we focused on what we needed to get done in life, and we headed out that way. I mean, my God, listen, it ain't like we came back I was mowing yards, dudes. Hang on, let's just let that set in for a second. I mow yards for a living. What? I I ain't in the office. I'm mowing your yard. My competition is 12 years old. He rides his bicycle down the street.
I like my yard man.
Come on. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So we'll let us move on. So we got us a little cheat sheet, Billy Funk. My cheat sheet's taped to the tripod. You know what I'm talking about, Brian Fryer? Come on, somebody. And but it's hard to get all this in. So we're just gonna jump to the skip. Where do you want to go, Kim?
Right here.
Jump in there.
Oh, so me.
Yeah, you're gonna jump in. They can't. They're on the other side of the internet. It's hard to jump in. Red Smith will figure it out, but it's hard to jump in here.
All right. Well, anyway, so through adversity, though, you will lose some of. You're not going to have a bunch of fans. That's what's said. You have to figure out who you are, and in figuring out who you are, you're going to figure out who the other person is. Sean and I have been married 20 years. August. I know we don't look old enough, but we've actually had, through adversity, we've learned who each other are and about each other, and he still doesn't have tear ducts, but I mean, there's some things you just learn never change. But anyway, still don't have nothing running through it. Come on, come on. But anyway, so our relationships have grown stronger together. Stop it. Anyway, and our outlook on life is just, whatever you make is what you make of it. So, when junk comes, it's just a matter of how you handle it and what you do with it, what you do with the junk.
Yeah, you got to push through. You learn who each other, you learn who you are, you learn who you are as a couple, you learn who you are as a family,
right? And
you push through. And that's the biggest thing for us. So let me just see, what do we got? Yeah, okay, we're moving down our list pretty good. So we're almost to the bottom. See, we're still practicing on this list. That's why I don't make a list, because I hate trying to read them, especially in front of everybody.
So he tells me today, y'all, I love game plans. Let's make a game plan. I'm like, you lie. You don't like game plans?
The idea of a game plan sounds good. Right? Okay. All right, so look here. This is what we realize. We can't travel this journey of life on our own and get where we want to go.
No.
True?
True.
All right.
You can't do it without me. I can't do it without you.
All right, you're right. We are pack animals, guys. God designed us to be together.
Yes.
That's what we're supposed to do.
We want to be loved by each other.
Everybody, listen, and there are them people out there that just straight up loners. But if you look at them, they're probably not getting where they need to go in life or where they'd like to be in life. Because, dude, we're supposed to do this stuff together, right? We're supposed to do life together. If you know what I'm talking about, if you want somebody to do life with you, maybe it's not us. I would love for it to be. Maybe it's somebody else that's on your Facebook. By the way, in your bottom left-hand corner, if you're getting anything out of this, guys, share this for us. In the bottom left-hand corner, hit share so that your friends can see this. And maybe this is what your friends need to see, is this very statement we're going to make right here. If you agree that you should probably partner up with somebody or some people and do this thing called life together, to go on this journey. It's not about the end destination. It's about the journey to get to that destination. If you want to do that with some people that are like-minded, that think the way that you do, Keto Cowboy, if you feel that, y'all drop me a 3 down in the comments. Throw a 3 down in the comments. Thank you for all the love. It's too much. No, all right. Stop with the love. Okay, we still that too much. All right. Drop me. Hey, if you realize that life's a journey and you need to have people in your life to help you make it there, throw a 3 in the comment. Awesome.
It's not a weakness.
No, it's not a weakness. It's not a weakness.
Because all great leaders have to be led first.
True.
All great leaders have to learn to serve first. So it's not a weakness thing to need people. That's the way we were created. We were created to need love and to need to be wanted by people and need to be needed by people. So it's just human nature for us to want to do this thing called life together. Yeah. So all we're saying is if you are interested in doing life with us or doing life with somebody, plug in, put a 3 at the bottom. And if we can help you, if we can add value to your life at all, that's all we're striving to do. So that's what this whole
I'm talking simplicity, guys.
Right.
Listen, you just want somebody to pray for you. My brother Chris Cladis is always praying for our family and our business. And it's it's crazy. It's on the money. Like, he don't know what's going on in our lives, and I get a message, and I'm like...
Like, how far away does he live?
He's in Chicago.
Yeah, like Illinois.
And I get this so listen, if you need somebody to pray for you, hit me up on a personal message. We will literally pray at that second that you send it. Like, we ain't throwing comments into Facebook. Come on, we praying for your situation. No, we're literally going to pray for you. If you want somebody to sit on the hammock and listen to you talk, I'll sit on the hammock and listen to you talk. If you want to travel to beaches of the world,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, we're solutionists. I mean, that's just what we are. We have adversity. You have to work through it, right?
Amen.
I mean, so our thing is, you know, if you need somebody to just throw out some ideas, let us know.
Hey,
I mean,
real quick,
yeah,
because we're not perfect.
No, my gosh.
We're not I don't want no cookies right now. Wait a minute, son. That's
Oh,
her
peanut
wanting to
butter.
bake cookies while I'm trying to do a Facebook Live. I can't eat cookies in front of people.
Peanut butter.
I tell them all the time I'm zero carb.
Which one?
Peanut butter. Let's do peanut butter.
Red, 0 carb, and he wants
I told
cookies.
you. Y'all don't believe me. I told you these jokers cook cookies every night of the week. Drive me up the wall. So, anyhow, guys, seriously, we love doing the daily minutes. As you can see, it's about 9 o'clock tonight. The other night it was about 11:30 maybe when we did one.
Yo, we struggle.
It's tough.
We struggle.
The struggle is real.
It is real.
But
if this is adding value and you like it and you want us to keep doing it and you want us to keep struggling, hey, we're going to keep struggling because we're all about adding value. I mean, really, seriously.
Yeah, we are.
Like, we would do this if there was just one person that it added value to. So if it adds value, then throw up a 4. We just need to know the struggle is real, but is it real worth it? So give us a 4 if you value the content that we try to give you. We try to give content, but sometimes we just got to tell you about life because
sometimes
our
gotta
life
keep it real.
can get kind of crazy.
Hey, we keep it real around here. If you know anybody that's that knows us or has known us for any amount of time, we're gonna shoot you straight. We're gonna keep it real, and hey, we appreciate that back
Red,
too.
0 carb.
I ain't reading Red 0 carb comment. I've seen it pop up on there. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, Jerry Gobby. We got to know we rock. Red just likes to rub it in that I'm fixing to eat some. Let me tell you something, Red Smith. I'm fixing to eat some cookies in about 15 minutes. I'm going to eat that jerky, and I'm going to be thinking about you when I do it.
All right, guys. We love you guys for real. We really do. And it's a struggle to stop and take a few minutes.
20 or less.
To take a few minutes to get this to the daily minutes, but it's mainly just because we're real. We're just a family that has a lot going on, and
I got one kid wrapping her foot with some English peas on her ankle over here.
One making cookies.
I guess it hurts. I got one making.
We don't even know what she's doing.
I know.
It's 9 o'clock, so she's probably in bed because by 9 o'clock.
When that clock says ding ding at 9, you can hang it up. You know, where's she going? She's knocked out in bed.
Hey, but anyway, so thank you guys for the 4s. Thank you for the love. Thank you for staying on even though our connection is weak. Thank you for the Fireside chat, even though it's not a fire. There will be eventually.
Miss Greta figured it out. Greta, good to see you. Awesome.
But
PTK Shane.
We appreciate the love. We appreciate you guys, watching us, and so glad that it gives you value. We really are. So anyway, we're gonna cut this because it's been a while, and we really appreciate you guys being on, and just seeing our heart, hearing a little bit about our story, and
we just hope it inspires you guys. Look, I'm not here to motivate. Motivation lasts about that long. And once I get out of your head, or once you're not, whoever motivated you walks away from you, motivation doesn't last very long. Inspiration, that's something you can put in your back pocket and tote it with you. So we just want to be inspiring. We just want to, we coined a phrase when we were living in Honduras. We signed all our emails off. And I don't really email anymore, but you see behind me, we got that cool little thing. What's that? Ah! It says love. So we coined this phrase in Honduras, and we're going to sign off with that tonight. Of course, we always want you to be better, but we're going to sign off with this, and it's just simply this. Live the love, guys. Just live the love every day. If you just try to be love to everybody, even your enemies, which is tough, just live the love every day. We'll all be in a better world. Awesome?
Awesome. All right. Live the love, guys.
Live the love. Peace out.